Good afternoon, viewers and listeners. As you can see, this is a little bit of a different thing we have going on today. Welcome to our Sports Illustrated NFL Draft Bible VIP interview episode series, volume one. Of course, I am Big Law, your host. We're doing something, like I said, a little different. It's a little bit more of a professional interview. And this VIP series, we're going to have Mr. Emmanuel Acho in the building. We're going to talk about some things that he has going on with some of his business, maybe even hit him with a little rapid fire. But let me hit you with this overview really quick. Allstate is pledging $1 million to honor the Allstate AFCA Good Works team as well as their nonprofits of choice. For their remarkable commitment to community service, this act, which is possible due to the new NCAA NIL decision, gives Allstate an opportunity to financially empower these athletes who are leaders in their communities, opening the door to new possibilities for their players. So, yes, this NIL thing is absolutely amazing. It's giving these athletes an opportunity to earn money. Some are earning great amounts of money. But before we go any farther, let's have our guest of honor come on here. We got Mr. Emmanuel Acho in the building. Hey, now there he is. How you doing, Emmanuel?
Big Law, what's up, bro? And I like the lapel pin. I see you with some style, man. I see you with some style. I pay my respect.
Listen, brother, I'm watching you because what do you say? Sometimes you may have to wear the vest. You dress for the occasion, correct?
You already know what it is, man.
Brother,
You
I'm
know
paying
what it
attention,
is.
okay? Everybody, this is Emmanuel Acho. Of course, the college football season and NFL season is all underway, and there's all different things going up. But everybody, I want to introduce you to Emmanuel Acho, two-time Emmy winner for the incredible series Uncomfortable Conversations with the Black Man. Also, the books that he has of the same name, Uncomfortable Conversations with the Black Boy as well. New York Times bestseller. Emmanuel, thank you for being with us today. Kind of talk to us, man. What do you have going on today, and what you got going on?
Yeah, man. Well, first things first. Here, kind of shouting out Allstate. Allstate for the first time because of the NIL, which you talked about, athletes finally being able to be paid for the name, image, and likeness. Allstate said, you know what? We got 22 players on our Allstate Good Works team across all divisions. Essentially, we're highlighting exceptional students, athletes, but also student athletes that excel in their community. And we're giving them money, but also money to the work that they are doing and to the charities that they are both running and a part of. And so, one, just want to say big ups to Allstate and what they got cooking. Man, Big Law, when I was in college, a part of the Good Works team, I had a nonprofit foundation, Living Hope Ministries, which I still have. We go to Nigeria every summer, and we were doing medical mission work. But thing was, Big Law, we was trying to build a hospital. Thing is, to build a hospital, you need money. It took me 9 years of fundraising in order to get the funds to build this hospital in the rural village of Nigeria. Well, because of what Allstate is doing, they're helping expedite this process. $1 million to these 22 student athletes collectively. Think about the phenomenal work that's going to be done in different communities, different states across the country to bring forth healing, education, and awareness.
That's absolutely amazing, man. I mean, I understand, you play for the Eagles. I'm from Hampton Roads, so, I still have to, give you a little bit of drama on that. But I can tell you, brother, your second act is unbelievable, man. What you got going on right now. And just for me personally, you're making a difference in the way that you're handling and the way that you're going about getting the word out. And I really appreciate your statement of being kind of a conduit for different races to come together, man. I love it, bro.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, Big Law, man. I think that's the trick, and that's the goal in life is like, don't put a period where a comma should be. You know what I'm saying? And my NFL career was not a period, big dog. It was just a comma. And now it's a matter of what can you continue to do? Playing ball is cool and all, but what you're doing outside of the football field, that's been the biggest thing for me. And like you just talked to me about with Allstate, playing ball is cool and all, but what are y'all doing off of the field? And it's dope to see that be honored.
So when we have like 22 of these players being recognized, give us some examples. Like, what are they actually doing, as well as the compensation details?
I think some of the coolest for me is there's a student athlete who has a food truck. And he said that there was so much food being wasted at his dining hall. If you're a college athlete, there's dining hall for all the student athletes. But he saw so much food being wasted in the dining hall, he was like, wait, there's too many homeless people starving in these streets for us to be wasting this food.
Wow.
And that is what gave him that idea of, hey, I'm gonna start a food truck, essentially like a moving food trailer, and just deliver food to the homeless. And so
Amazing.
that is dope. Just it's simply amazing, man. And Allstate, don't go into the specifics of how they are necessarily divvying up the money, but they're taking $1 million, seeing the 22 athletes, and they're saying, we're going to help y'all help those around you.
And I mean, it looks like, what do we have here? 22 athletes, and it looks like they have them split up between FCS and FBS athletes, Division 1s, 2s, NIA, Division 3s. So I love how they split that up, not just to make it so that it's just the big time schools or the Division 1 schools that's getting all the love. There are heroes at all different levels of this in what we do when it comes to football and being a student athlete. So I love how they're splitting that up. But tell us a little bit more, if you would, a little bit more in depth on about this Good Works team.
Man, I'll tell you again from my personal experience, right, was my senior year being selected to the Good Works team. It was actually me and Robert Griffin. I primarily remember he was the Baylor Cat. I was the Texas Cat. We were arch rivals until we both joined forces on that team. And the sweetest part is, like you said, no discrimination based upon division, no discrimination based upon the level of play, but rather we see all of you all. We see the work that y'all are doing within your communities, and we want to help you advance that work. So I think that's the best part, man. It's not just a list of top quarterbacks at top programs. Because if I'm being real with you, Big Law, that's what a lot of agencies do, right? And I use the word agency. Yeah, we want to honor, so many people, for their help. But it's just like the top 10 players that are going to be drafted in the next year because they just want to look good. But Allstate is like, nah, this is not a fashion show of sorts with big names. This is about big game, the game of life, the game of helping, the game of service.
Absolutely, man. That's right. Servitude and being a steward, right?
Absolutely.
I'm with you on all that. So let's go ahead. Let's get into the season, man. Let's talk about some things. What's going on, man? I want from you, I mean, predictions or are there any teams that are surprising you right now, in the NFL?
Let's be really, really real. If y'all saw the game, Panthers versus the Texans, Panthers, huge surprise. 3-0. Matt Rule, second year as a head coach. Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator, second year as an offensive coordinator in the NFL. Sam Darnold, 3-0. The same Sam Darnold that was seeing ghosts just 2 years ago. Sam Darnold threw for over 300 yards this game. And I can see the Panthers being 10-2, after 12 or 13 weeks. Bro, if you look at their schedule, they got the Falcons, they got the Giants, they got the Cowboys, they got Washington. Like, they ain't got nobody like that until I think December 19th when they play the Buffalo Bills, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's their first time. Now, they end the season going Bills, Bucks, somebody else, Bucks again. So, like, they end the season with that heat. But for now, Panthers a big surprise. The Browns are a little underwhelming. I've been a little disappointed in Baker Mayfield, man, because I've been riding for Baker. A little disappointed in Baker. Ravens, super happy for Lamar beating Mahomes.
Absolutely.
Because the Chiefs were about to really take ownership of that rivalry. Super happy for Lamar beating Mahomes.
It's almost like, I want to say, rivalry initiated. We talked about Brady and Peyton Manning. Now that Lamar finally got his win against Pat Mahomes, rivalry finally is initiated. Now we can start saying that because Lamar finally got his win. So, they never say it's not a fight until the champion gets knocked down.
Exactly.
So yeah, right along with that, the SEC is trying to run the world here in college football. Of course, your alma mater, Texas and Oklahoma, have been handpicked by the SEC to come over to join the conference. What is your opinion on it? I got to hear what you got to say about that.
Man, well, first and foremost, let's be real. It's a money play. College it's about making money. It's a money play. Now, let me clarify something for everybody. The years Texas were going to be good in the Big 12, they would be good in the SEC. The years Texas is going to be bad in the Big 12, they will be bad in the SEC. It's not as though a Texas team that was going to win the Big 12 was only going to win 6 games in the SEC. No. A Texas team or an Oklahoma team that's capable of running the table in the Big 12 would be capable of running the table in the SEC. You just might have to run up against Alabama, and then you see what happens. I think it's good for football because I think a rising tide floats all boats. And if that tide rises, no pun intended with the Crimson one, but if that tide rises, then everybody's good.
Man, knowledge coming from the man, Acho. EA, he's in the game. Let me ask you this also, Emmanuel. I watch your series, man. You're absolutely, groundbreaking, amazing. It's something that's needed for the climate, what's been going on in America. I want you, to kind of give me the Cliff's Notes version of the story about Oprah calling you. And they, the viewers and listeners on this platform need to hear that, and how that went and how you got to where you are, bro. Because it was an amazing opportunity. You took it by the reins, and you're changing lives with the way that you're using your platform to further things.
Well, I've said this. If you want to cut through an industry, you have to be first, you have to be best, or you have to be different. You want to cut through any industry, be first, be best, or be different. Uncomfortable Conversations, I started and it was different. I answered those 4 questions. Why are Black people rioting? Why can Black people say the N-word, but white people can't? What is white privilege? And what about Black on Black crime in Chicago? It was different. I was sitting in an all-white room by myself talking directly to you, the viewer. It got 25 million views across all platforms in 5 days. Episode number 1, you see there in the red shirt, I'm just sitting in an all-white room, roughly 9 minutes and maybe 19 seconds. I can't tell exactly. After that, Big Law, I get a call from a no-caller ID number 5 days later. Hi, Emmanuel, Oprah Winfrey speaking. And I'm like, huh? And they ask if I was free to FaceTime later. I hop on FaceTime, and it's Oprah sitting there in her kitchen. It's her right-hand woman. And Oprah simply asked me one question. She says, what is your intention? And I said, Oprah, my intention is to change the world, and I truly believe I can. I said, I'm currently working on writing a book. She said, books? I love books. And the rest is history, man. She partners with me on Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man. It instantly debuts New York Times bestseller, number 3 on the list. Then we write Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Boy. It debuts at number 1 on the bestsellers list. And 2 Emmys later and 2 bestsellers later, the rest is history.
Man, proud of you, brother, man. Keep blazing those trails. Now, are you ready for some rapid fire, Big Law, 7 Cities, or Sports Illustrated style NFL draft?
Talk to me. Let's go.
All right. If you had $100K to give to a charity, not a charity that you already give to, what would it be?
100K to give to a charity. I would probably give it to education within urban communities.
Okay, education urban. That's beautiful. Favorite home cooked meal?
Favorite home cooked meal. Man, let me get some sweet potatoes. Let me get some fried chicken. Let me get some collards.
Okay. I love it, man. What's left on your bucket list?
I want to get an EGOT. So I want to get a EGOT is Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. For those that don't know,
yeah, you gotta sing.
You gotta do some stage. So here's the thing: I can sing and play the piano, but I would probably try to get the Grammy for writing. So I want to get a Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. That's left.
You answered one question. I was saying what talent that people don't know that you have. What hidden talent? And you say you're a piano player.
Your boy be on the ivories.
You know what we need to do? We need to set you up on a versus with somebody who with another piano hidden talent. What do you think? Do we need to call?
I only got about 15. I got about 15 songs in my repertoire.
That's it, huh? What else we got? So what characteristic are you known for the most?
What's crazy, bro, at this point in time, my empathy. Because that's what the world knows me from. But high key, I don't know, maybe entertainment. You know me, I'm a personality.
Yeah, ain't no doubt. Most influential person not named your parents.
I love this question. Kirk Franklin and Jamie Foxx. Kirk Franklin, gospel recording artist. Jamie Foxx, obviously, we all know who Jamie is.
All right, man. And the last question, what superhero or supervillain do you identify with the most?
Batman.
Okay.
Because Batman doesn't have any superpowers. Batman just be out here trying to save the world with his human innate abilities.
All right, man. Hey, I appreciate that, Mr. Acho, for coming on, spending some time with us. I got to keep up with you, man. If there's anything you'd like to shout out or any announcements you'd like to make in closing.
Man, just check out what Allstate got cooking at ESPN.com/Allstate. Check out your boy, Emmanuel Acho, on all social media handles. And let's just keep fighting to make the world a better place.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time, Emmanuel. We will be in touch.
Salute, my brother. Peace.
Thank you. Absolutely. And that is the Emmy-winning, Best Times, New York Times best-selling book writer, author, Emmanuel Acho. Also, looks like he may be getting on to go on TV in a little bit here on his show on Fox Sports 1, Speak for Yourself with Marcellus Wiley. And like I said, guys, this is episode 1, volume 1, and we're just having a great time with everything. Season 1, volume 1. So what we'll do here is we're going to take out, we're going to go off and enjoy this moment and be looking for our next volume coming up with our next VIP. This has been Big Law Lawrence Johnson with the NFL Draft Bible Sports Illustrated. Thank you guys, and we will see you again.